So I want to start off this video by just saying thank you, and especially thank you for following me on Twitch. I recently hit 200,000 followers, which was a huge milestone, and to celebrate, I ran a viewer tournament a few days ago. It was kind of spur of the moment. I created the tournament while streaming and had some really fun, exciting games, which you'll see in this video. Now, as usual, every game is timestamped as a chapter in the video description, so feel free to hop around or just watch the whole thing, and I do hope you enjoy the video. Now, before we get to the chess, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes ranging from business, design, photography, video production, pretty much any type of software you can imagine. There's a class for it on Skillshare, and it's a great platform to explore new interests or improve on existing ones. Now, one class I've been taking recently that I've really been enjoying is How to Edit with Final Cut Pro by YouTuber Ali Abdal. This class does a great job breaking down the basics of Final Cut Pro and tips and tricks for improving your overall workflow and general best practices from a leading expert in the field. So if you want this class or thousands of others on the Skillshare platform, I do have a special offer for my viewers. The first 1,000 people to click the link in the video description will get a 1-month free trial to Skillshare, so you can start learning and exploring everything the platform has to offer. And with that, let's get back to the chess. Okay, good luck. I'm playing a 2600. It might be hard to win as quickly as possible. Opponents from India. Let's play probably not the Budapest. Okay, definitely not the Budapest. I'll play my main thing. Yeah, London I'll play as aggressively as possible here. Knight d2, I'm going to take and play bishop f5. Solid, but still dynamic approach. There's a line queen b3, bishop d6. Bishop e2, bishop d6. And the plan is to eventually go for the minority attack, like a6, b5. Probably queen c7. We have a reverse Queen's Gambit exchange variation, which I think is comfortable for both of us. Play rook c8. Yeah, this is not the type of position I was expecting, but it's kind of what I have to do against the London. Play knight e4. Knight g3, bishop g6. Knight e3. Okay, so a5, trying to clamp down. Maybe I'll play this move. This might turn into a waiting game, actually. A lot of players already won their first game. That's crazy. Play queen c7, I'm tickling the pawn. Some idea bishop h5. I'm just trying to apply pressure. Had the thought of taking and then moving the knight in. I don't think that accomplishes much, though. Another idea is to bring the queen in. What to do? Maybe this move. Okay, third idea is to play this and this. This f4 square looks really nice for a knight. Okay, bishop d1 doesn't really scare me. g4 might scare me. g4 traps my bishop, but it would have been kind of risky for white. Okay, we have a nice cube of knights. What's going on here? Have to trade bishops, I guess. Oh, there's a tactic, almost. I think it works. Knight e2 and knight d4. Using the fork and the pin. Okay, there's a pin on the c file. Now I can take here. And whatever it takes, whatever, I have knight b3. Okay, this knight has to be taken. And knight b3 is coming. That was a safe pre-move too. Okay, that's a free pawn. I didn't realize the pawn was hanging until right before I took it. Okay, that was a nice game. Relatively quick win. Right behind Lost King. Only player to win 2 games. Yeah, that game I had to be like patient and solid in the opening and gradually improve my pieces. Yeah, sometimes if the opponent plays solidly, it requires more patience than normal. Okay, playing Alareza GM 1020. Oh, from a neighboring country. Play some Grand Prix, how about? F4. So there's a line to play d4, but I think I can just play this immediately. This knight is already questioning its purpose in life. And now, oh, the f pawn's attacked though. Maybe g3. Wasn't actually sure if taking like benefits me or benefits black. Okay. We'll complete development. The long-term plan is to attack on the king side. I took away from the center to open the d file, also accelerate development of the bishop. Okay, I'll take queen e2, idea bishop e3. Quick question, are people hearing the move noises? Because it doesn't show in the audio. Oh, there's no chess sound. Why is that? Because Chrome is... I have no idea why that is. I might have to update my audio interface. Sorry about that. I could also maybe do this. Oh, okay, wait. To focus on the game first. If I take on c6 and play queen h5, I think this is absolutely crushing. It feels weird to give away my bishop. It might be a little bit risky too. But black is suffering with these pawns. Yeah, oh no, my sound. I just realized too, I don't know what's going on. Properties. I could restart the application. How about now? Okay, I think I fixed it. Bishop b7. Yeah, I should have been calculating there. Because black's threatening mate. Good morning. I'm thinking takes and rook f3. It feels weird, but I gotta do what I gotta do. This can be pre-moved. Good morning to Endros0. Appreciate the bits. Okay, now let me know if the move noises are too loud or too quiet, or just right. Okay, here I can take the pawn. Also move back, but I'll take the pawn. Threatening the bishop. Also threatening this probably. Though maybe not. The knight is tied down to the rook. Sound is just right. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Queen h3 is a move. It's a tricky position. h3, h6. Man, I really want to do crazy things. I'm going to do crazy things. Queen f6 and rook t6. I don't think it works though. That looks fun. Oh, queen c7 in that line.
Good luck to everyone participating in Rosen. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. I'm really unsure here. Queen or t6. Okay, I'm gonna play this because I really wasn't sure. Maybe rook here. Such a sad move though. Do this move. Allowing queen h1. Because now the queen defends g2. So if queen h1, I have king f2. And the idea is just to bring my knight back. Yeah, that's a scary move though. Rook here, I guess. It looks a little bit shaky. It's probably... I don't know if it was a mistake, but maybe it wasn't the best practical decision to give up my Laclede bishop. Maybe there were better things I could have done. Yeah, at least here I'm surviving. I think my king wants to be here. Okay, now I don't have to worry about the queen invasion. I'm ready to move the knight back. And maybe even reroute to h4 and g6. From h4, it still defends g2. But would allow queen h1. I'm also eyeing the rook on e8, which could be relevant in some lines. Oh, what to do? I think this is okay. I'm gonna have to take with bishop. Or knight. Rook e2, wow. Okay, it should still be okay. It looks like black should have some tactic here, but I don't think there's any tactic. Black wants to take here, but after rook takes, we trail on f3, the bishop is hanging in the end. So that's a move. Yeah, this is actually a terrifying position. King f1. To hold on for dear life. Holding on by a thread. There's no g6. Trade rooks, I'll be okay. Oh, c4's hanging. Or c2's hanging, I mean to say. I have this move maybe? My queen covers c5. Idea knight g6. Or maybe even queen e2. Opponents played a good game so far. Knight g6. I'll play this. I just realized I'm still up a pawn. Okay, let's trade and play an endgame. I'll play this move. Time to start pre-moving. Hey, thanks for subbing.
My friend.
Udai, 44, welcome back. Good to see you too. Just in time for the time scramble. Okay, sorry to my opponents. The final position was a draw. And that wasn't necessarily winning as quickly as possible, but I got the job done. 35 minutes left. Played 2 games so far. Osama style. Wow, winning so many games. Okay, catching up to do. Can we have the Ponziani? If I'm white, I'll play e4, and I would be more than willing to go into Ponziani. Okay, playing Rasmus plays chess. Stafford Gambit time? Stafford Gambit time. I'm scared my opponent might know what they're doing. But we'll see. I want to play g4.
Go, Eric.
This is the dubious way of meeting h3, but the most fun way. Because there's some, yeah, tricks and traps to this. Thank you, Golem. I think white's still objectively better here, despite the fact I unleashed some type of tactical sequence. I'll put my queen on e5. White can't castle, but there's rook f1. So I guess I'll play king e7. Weren't too many other ways to defend there. The position actually looks a little bit shaky, but it's kind of shaky for both of us. Like both kings are stuck in the center. If I get the chance, I probably want to play this move. And again, for those just joining, this is a viewer tournament. People are more than welcome to use a join command. That was a really good move, actually. Can't play this move. Yeah, I might be getting badly punished here. Or not. Okay, at least we trade queens. And now I have f2. I don't think I can take the pawn. I have this move too. Try and get my knight to e5. Yeah, white had a lot of ways to really punish me there. There was some d4 opportunity earlier. There was also bishop c5, which I think was working. It's still very risky. I'm just trying to stay alive. Maybe h6. If I played this too soon, there's rook f6. Okay, hitting the g-pawn.
I bumped into 2 chess masters in the lobby of a hotel bragging about how good they are.
Oh, chestnuts boasting in an open foyer. Yeah. Wait, foyer? Foyer or foyer? I've always pronounced it foyer. But now I'm doubting myself. Okay, I'm about to win King of the Hill. Let's go. Controlling the center. Oh no, my queenside pawns. The nice thing is if rook c7, I have rook a f8. And then white's king could be in a pickle. So I'm down a pawn here. I feel like there's compensation. My king's very active. Idea to play b4 soon. Either win this, or both. And the knight's a bit misplaced. Threatening rook d2. King e3 is a good move. I'll play this move. Then rook g3. Time to calculate. Okay, I'll play b4.
Schedule is weird. 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. streams.
It's actually very normal. My sleep schedule is the most normal it's been like the whole last month. Or out of the whole last month, it's the most normal it's been out of the last like 2 years. Because I'm on Dubai time. Yeah, I should have figured this out earlier. The way to fix my sporadic sleep schedule is to just travel across the world where my sleep aligns with the day and night. And bishop. Wait a minute. Their tactics, rookie 1. Wait, this is a free knight. I was thinking removal of the guard rather than taking the free piece. Okay. I was calculating rookie 1, king d2 as the simplest tactic in chess. Okay, time to focus. e4. That game was really risky. We'll play a different opening this time. Play a Smith Morra. And I'll insist on playing the Smith Morra, even though black's probably not going to take here. Take with bishop? This is already new for me. Maybe take with queen. Now this could be a threat. Bishop f7, knight g5. If it was my move, I think I would take on f7. So I'm in 5th place. Man, Osama style is crushing it right now, without even berserking. Yeah, that's a very respectable move. Bishop g5. I have to defend the pawn. This move. Because there's a line like knight c6, we trade. Actually, it should all be okay. If we trade queens, it's going to be hard to get any sort of attack. And this might turn into a more positional game. Yeah, now if I take on f7, the king could take and then run away. Whoa, it's Toggi. What's up, Toggi?
Hello, Rosen.
Yo.
Hello, chat.
Hello.
Long time.
Long time no see. What's up, Toggi? Good to see you. You're just in time for the last 27 minutes of the viewer tournament, if you want to join. Everyone's encouraged to use their Toggi emotes. Yeah, it's been a while for both of us. I hope life is good in Iceland. Opponent wants to win my pawn. Yeah, there's a really risky line. Bishop a6 and knight a5. Living on the edge. But I just want to take here. In the event of trading, I'll fork stuff in the end. And if black defends, then I defend. Yeah, what time is it in Iceland? 4-hour difference? That's what, like late morning? Sometime in 2022, I will be venturing to Iceland. Maybe for Reykjavik Open, if they hold it. Okay, delayed London. It's going to be hard to castle, given my king has no legal moves. All these squares are controlled around my king. Black had a funny idea to play rook d1, knight f2. Probably wouldn't have been good, though. That's a good move. H3? H3 probably doesn't work. Oh, there's a funny line to play B4. Not sure if it works though. I might try it. You trade everything. Wait, I'm up a pawn here. I don't have to defend. I just have to consolidate. When did I win a pawn? Oh, wait, no. When did I win a pawn? Oh, opponent played d5. It kind of escaped my mind that I won a pawn. Okay, so now material's equal. That's good to know. So I don't have to go like super crazy. I can just try and trade and then try and outplay my opponent with my knights. Okay. Yeah, I might be slightly worse here though. Ooh, there's a funny line. Okay, I'm gonna play this move. And then king d1. It looks like I'm completely passive inviting this move. But there's a sneaky trap. I think. Maybe not. It's complicated. I'm looking at rook e2, knight c5. Hitting the bishop. Then black's a little bit unstable because of this or this. I have this or this. The problem is rook e2 or rook b2 after knight c5, and if I take the bishop, there's rook b1.
Still traveling?
I'm stationary right now, at least in my chair. But I'll be traveling. Yeah, I'm still in Dubai. I'll be traveling home at some point in the future, but I still don't know when. Also, thanks for subbing, Toggi, for 32 months. And thanks again for the bits. Yeah, I don't think knight c5 works because of rook b2. So this is a backup plan, is, oh no, all of my pawns. But then at least I'll win a few pawns and maybe make things spicy. Up on time here. I have the knight too. Knights can be tricky in these low time situations. Yeah, rook a2, and then if rook a7, there's bishop e2. That's a move. I think I can take. I don't mind the trade on b3, because now black can't win any of these pawns. And surprisingly, I have a more active king. And a more active rook. Tides are turning. Yeah, there's a strategy in rook endings to put the pawns like this. So it becomes more difficult for the rook to later take the pawns. And my king is in range of attacking, but also in range of defending. So now I'm up a clean pawn. I'll keep my rook on f4. The whole king side is defended. And try and make progress on the queen side. Maybe some c4 idea. Or some rook check. Throw in some white checks. That's kind of annoying though. I have f3. Let's move back. This might objectively be a draw, but okay, let's start pushing. Put the rook on f. No, let's not put the rook on f3. Walk the king up first. I want to put the rook on e3 soon. There we go, and then f4. Now the pawns are happy. Okay. So the whole strategy of trying to win games as quickly as possible, it's not fully working. Whoa, it's Gary. Gary's also streaming this tournament. And Lichess isn't even detecting my stream. Oh, that's so funny. Gary's maybe winning this tournament too. I see the comment. Good you're not up a dirty pawn. Okay, let's play this move. I forgot to mention lichess.org. Okay, let's play aggressively. I'm gonna play this e5 line. It's my new weapon against Caro Kann. Okay. H4 coming soon. Just trying to change the stream title. Lichess. Okay, so I played this yesterday's stream. It's a gambit line because I'm going to play e6 next move, assuming bishop h7. So I sack my e pawn, and then I play d4. And the point is to make it difficult for black to develop the king side. Play bishop d3. Because once we trade light square bishops, then the light squares will be a lot weaker on the king side. Idea queen d3 next. Now it's going to be hard to stop queen g6. And taking away black's castling rights. Would really love to play bishop f4. But this position might call for a little bit of patience. Ooh, there's an idea of rook h4 and then bishop f4. Not the most normal move to consider. Okay, e5. Probably need to react to this. I have knight f5. Queen e6. Oh, life is confusing right now. Bishop e3 maybe. Idea to after take back. I block the discover check. I have initiative on the queen. I would hate to trade queens here. So let's lose more pawns. I'm completely okay with losing pawns. If queen g2, I'll castle queenside. Okay, I'm looking at this move. Knight takes c6. YOLO. So if pawn takes, I win the knight. If king takes, I'll try and figure things out. The plan was probably queen b5 there. So now black could, I was going to say could fork me. That's a solid looking move. Well, I can't legally castle queenside. Maybe knight a4. I'm again living on the edge. So Gari with 20 tournament points. Let's try to check in knight c5. Not sure if this leads to much. Wow, I sacked the knight. This is really risky. I'm gonna do it though, because I'm trying to win quickly. Idea is if pawn takes, I play f3. I lose this pawn, then I queenside castle. Oh no, I miss queen f or queen g3 check. Okay, now I'm just in big trouble. Yeah, queen f2. Ah, there's almost a funny line. If I play... Oh, I have to play king c1, I guess. To run away from danger. Queen c4. And there's only a few ideas to save me. One idea is knight c5. I went a little bit overboard here. And now I'm kind of drowning. But okay. The one idea in the position I'm hoping will save me. There's still ways for black to go wrong. Especially if black starts thinking for the next 2 minutes. That's a very safe move. Maybe king a2, then queen d5 check. Okay, let's try this move. If queen d5, I play queen g4. I'll play knight c3, I do knight d5. There's some queen h4 idea, then g5, and then en passant check. Pre-move this. Okay, now I think there's this move. And surprisingly, I might be okay. Because there's some skewer here. This queen is very short on squares. Not sure about queen g2, though. Queen g2, knight e4, perhaps. Queen f2 makes me happy. Ah, I missed this move. I missed rook d6. But I'll still have it. Or maybe I have better, like knight e4 immediately. Or even this immediately. Okay, this is this is going well. There we go. Black didn't have to resign there. There's king f7, but okay, got the job done. I blundered my rook on move 19. Is that a rook roll or is that real? I feel like I blundered a lot that game. Move 19. I'll look later if I remember. Okay, playing Gleb Moskalenko. Stafford Gambit time. Or whatever this is. Ooh, reverse Stafford Gambit. But this is now a center fork trick. Idea to play d5. Yeah. I could have accepted, like, take on c3 and went for the f6 line. But this is a more aggressive way of playing. Now, queen d8 doesn't look aggressive, but the idea is to reroute eventually and get out of danger of all the potential attacks. Okay, some idea to play this move. Maybe White's playing some natural moves. I would like the game to get a bit sharper. Now I am happy here having the bishop pair, especially with white casting queenside. Really don't mind trading on d4. Thank you, Betta's up. Welcome back. Appreciate the robot bits. It's going to be really hard to win this tournament. Gari and Osama style. Showing who's boss. Oh no, my bishop. Okay, I thought this would lead to some mating attack, but I maybe misjudged. Okay, king c1 is helpful. There we go. The king could have moved the other way to allow for queen c1. Okay, trying to catch up to Gari. I'm still a lot of points out of first, though, unfortunately. Move 19. Yeah, there is some comment I blunder the rook. But I'm not seeing it. I probably got rook rolled. Okay, let's play aggressively. Oh, someone wanted Ponziani earlier. This might transpose into Ponziani. Okay, I'm attempting to play some kind of gambit. If black doesn't take, it's basically a Ponziani. Because then I'll take back.
Love you, Eric.
Oh, I love you too. I real Z 98. Okay, that's a respectable move. Still trying to gambit here. Opponent's not giving in though. I mean, the idea would be to get some initiative. Okay, there's a gambit. The question is, how much initiative am I getting here? I didn't want to allow the bishop to develop to g4. Down a pawn. Idea maybe rook c1, rook e1. Another idea to maneuver the knight to g6. Because the f-pawn is pinned. I'm just trying to think aggressively. Maybe rook e1, e5. Always good to keep in mind the aggressive resources in the position. Yeah, I explained earlier why I turned berserking off. Because it doesn't incentivize the best quality chess. That's a move. I guess I'll be down 2 pawns. But there's still initiative. Hitting the queen, pressuring this pawn. Hit the knight. And now maybe I'll get my eventual wish of knight g6. And bishop f5 is probably coming. Ooh. Okay, now I'll go after this pawn. A clear target in the position. Expecting some queen move. There's really not too many ways to defend. I'm trying to figure out if knight g6 actually threatens anything. Because it might, but it might not. There's another funny line, queen e6, knight e6. And black couldn't take. Oh, this is okay. What did I say earlier? This is what I was going for. I'm realizing it still might not work for me though, depending what black plays. The knight a5. But knight a5, okay, I have this move. And the queen is still attacked, and now the knight's attacked. Okay, that's the dream situation. Considering taking on f7, but I still have to be careful. There might be some weird moves for black, like d5, but okay, d5, there's knight e7, at the very least. There's also bishop d5. And we would trade a bunch and then knight e7 in the end. Yeah, the problem for black is the queen side never really developed. What to do here? Queen a4, I guess. Eyeing the e8 square. Another idea to play rook e7, just going after the pawn. Okay, so here probably 97. Oh, I could take though. I think the tactics work. If queen takes I fork with a knight, if knight takes I fork with a rook. Meanwhile, I'm hitting this. Bishop's doing some nice work on d5. Oh, Toggi asking when are they playing or planning to have Reykjavik Open? I actually don't know. Usually it's sometime in April. But I'll have to check the exact dates. Where's my mate? Check. Where's my mate? I don't see my mate. I'll play this move. Threatening some mate in 2. I needed one more thing to attack the f7 pawn. Question, did you leave chess.com? Only temporarily. I was actually talking with some of the chess.com higher-ups yesterday, and I'm going to plan to do a speed run on chess.com in the very near future. Just a matter of getting the account set up. Okay, it's still not mate. Let's do this and then queen here. And then it's about to be mate. Okay. That might be the last game that counts for the tournament. Gari's edging me out. Ooh, FM Sauki also competing for the lead. Or at least a third place lead. With 609 people in this tournament. It's a good turnout for kind of a last minute event. Yeah, the next game, there's a good chance it's not counting for the tournament. Oh, thank you, Lucas, for the birthday wishes. Even though my birthday was 3 months ago. Alright, Stafford Gambit time. Playing Breakout. Never played before. They might know how to punish this opening, but we'll see. Okay, going into the magical line. Yeah, opponent seems a little bit hesitant, so it's likely they've at least studied this variation. Bishop g4 is a safe move. Not too upset with getting this though, because there's still opportunity to be tricky. Oh, Code in Chess with Yug says, today I subscribed to your YouTube channel exactly 1 year ago. Well, happy 1 year subiversary. Maybe you can celebrate it by subscribing on Twitch. Oh no, my bishop. Ah. Okay, less than 2 minutes left. I'm attacking a pawn. Now my bishop is actually probably attacked. Let's just, again, oh no my bishop. If white takes it, I'll oh no my queen. Gotta represent the merch. We still have a merch command, for those curious. Oh no, my other bishop is kind of trapped. Maybe h4. Counterattacking. If queen here, I play g5. And then here I play f4. It's a funny line. Whoa, we just passed the number Toggi alerted me. 200,000 followers on the dot. Thanks to, who was it? It was Tiny Snack is a 200,000th follower. Look at this. Tiny Snack, I think. Thanks everyone. Thanks to the newer followers too.
Thanks
I just
for putting
noticed.
on a tournament for 4 months subbing.
Oh, thank you. Let's go. Okay, I feel like I have energy now. Although this game still won't count for the tournament. Unless it ends in 20 seconds. Yeah, thanks for all the pogs and the hype from Twitch chat. If this goes on YouTube in the future, thanks future YouTube people for watching. But the video is not over yet. There's still some unfinished business. Okay, I'm gonna try and save the bishop. Also hitting the knight. If white takes, I take with pawn. It's tempting to play b5 here. I'm gonna start with h3. Try and undermine the whole kingside structure. Would like to play b5 at some point. Question the purpose of the knight. Okay, I could take. Play c5. I'm just trying to create more pawn tension in the position. That's one way to create more complications. More ways for the opponent to go wrong. Because now if pawn takes, I have bishop b4 check. If bishop takes, then the pawn is a bit more weak. Wow. I'm really tempted to take with rook. Let's do it. I'm going for the style points. I'm also going for getting a pawn on e3. That looks kind of nice. Okay, opponent doesn't take my rook. Probably a good call. I still have this move actually. But then just bishop takes. So I'll play rook c6. Controlling a file.
I bet they will have Reykjavik open when I go to Asia frown.
Oh. Well, the first step is actually having Reykjavik open. But going to Asia sounds fun as well. What to do here? We trade rooks. I don't want to trade too much. A2 is defended. If I sack a pawn, g5 is a candidate move. Okay, I have an idea. A take and play c5. A very risky idea because I'm opening my king. I'm trying to destabilize these two pawns. In the process, I am losing some pawns. Yeah, that's a fine move. Maybe g6. So at least preventing the rook from coming in. The hope is to get the rook here, the queen here, and start pressuring the, especially the light squares around the king. Okay. The lateral queen move was maybe overlooked from the opponent. I'll move back. I'm feeling very good about this. This pawn's weak. So I've only captured a single pawn this game. White still has 7 pawns. Okay, now it's time to take. D3. Queen a6. Let's play this move, rook d5. Just hitting a pawn that's not defended. I'm trying to induce this so I have some eventual idea to mate. I didn't calculate this fully though. Queen d4, queen h1, king f2. I mean, visually it looks very good. Relying on some intuition here. Rook c2 inbound. Bishop f3. Get rook c2 coming next. Here we go. Okay. I got my breakout. Or my breakthrough. Did I miss mate in one? I missed mate in one. I could have finished in some nice style. What do we call this? The dovetail mate? Some kind of bird-like mate with the wings and the head. I went for the cruel and slightly unusual punishment. Oh, epaulette mate, or epaulet. That sounds French. The star mate. Anyway, okay, that was a fun tournament. Thanks everyone for playing. All 627 of you. Also, a big thank you to all 200,000 plus followers. Surpassed 200,000 followers this tournament. Thanks Trevor, subbing with Prime. Appreciate that. That was fun. Thanks Gary. Shout out to Gary for playing and streaming this as well. If this does go on YouTube, hello to YouTube. If you don't already know, I do have a Twitch channel. You can follow. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. I'm gonna be trying to stream more in the coming days / weeks. It's been a very, very hectic last month between all the like work and travel with the World Championship match. But I will be back on a normal schedule relatively soon.